Hello, Ukrainian learners. Today we are going to discuss grammar again. Today is the day of adjectives. Today we are going to discuss the basic information about Ukrainian adjectives. But before we do this, let's remind ourselves what an adjective is. So, an adjective is a word that describes a noun. An adjective is a part of speech that describes a noun. For example, a strong man, a beautiful woman, a nice day. In these examples, the words strong, beautiful, and nice are adjectives. In the Ukrainian language, there are adjectives as well, and they function almost the same way they do in English. The only exception is that Ukrainian adjectives have gender, number, and case. When I say that Ukrainian adjectives have gender, I mean that, for example, when you want to say a beautiful man, you would say гарний чоловік in Ukrainian. When you want to say a beautiful woman, you would say гарна жінка in Ukrainian. If you want to say a beautiful necklace, you would say гарне намисто in Ukrainian. So you can see that in Ukrainian, the ending of the adjective beautiful changes depending on the gender. And the gender of an adjective depends on the gender of the noun it describes. So, for example, if the noun is of the feminine gender, the adjective that describes this noun would be of the feminine gender as well. If the noun is of the masculine gender, the adjective that describes this noun will be of the masculine gender as well, and so on. So, to know the gender of an adjective, you need to know the gender of the noun it describes. At first, it doesn't seem very difficult, but then you realize that the word table, steel, in Ukrainian is of the masculine gender. The word cup, чашка, is of the feminine gender. And then you understand that it's actually a little bit more confusing than you thought. So first of all, you need to know more about the gender of the noun. I have already made a separate video about gender of nouns. You can check it out if you want. Now, usually adjectives of the masculine gender have the ending a or e. Adjectives of the feminine gender have the ending a or ya. And adjectives of the neuter gender usually have the ending e or ye. When I say that Ukrainian adjectives have the grammatical category of number, I mean that, for example, if you want to say a beautiful woman, you would say гарна жінка. If you want to say beautiful women, you would say гарні жінки. So you see that in this case, the ending of the adjective changes as well. Гарна, гарні. So, in other words, Ukrainian adjectives can be singular and plural. And again, the number of the adjective depends on the number of the noun it describes. If the noun it describes is singular, then the adjective would be singular as well. If the noun is plural, then the adjective will have plural form as well. Usually plural adjectives have the ending e. And now the most interesting part. Ukrainian adjectives have cases. What I mean by this is that, for example, if you want to say beautiful man in Ukrainian, you can say гарний чоловік. You already know. But sometimes it will be гарний чоловік, гарного чоловіка, гарному чоловікові, гарного чоловіка, гарним чоловіком, на у гарному чоловікові. So you can see that the ending of the word гарний changed depending on the case, depending on what this beautiful man is doing in the sentence. Is it a subject or an object? If it's an object, then is it direct or indirect? What are the prepositions that precede this beautiful man? All these things are important to figure out what case of an adjective you need to use. But again, the case of an adjective depends on the case of the noun it describes. If the noun is in the nominative case, then the adjective will be in the nominative case as well. If the noun is in the dative case, the adjectives will be in the dative case as well. I already have a separate video about cases of nouns, and with adjectives, these cases work the same way. So, for example, if a beautiful man is doing something, the beautiful man is the subject of a sentence, then we will use the nominative case. For example, a beautiful man is walking down the street. Гарний чоловік іде по вулиці. And for example, if you want to say that somebody is giving something to a beautiful man, then it will be the dative case. I gave a flower to a beautiful man. Я дала квітку гарному чоловікові. If something was done by a beautiful man, then it will be the instrumental case. For example, my heart was broken by a beautiful man. Моє серце було розбите гарним чоловіком. Instrumental case. Now have a look at possible endings of adjectives depending on the case. Here, have a look. The accusative case, masculine gender. There are two options. Гарного, гарний. Синього, синій. The form that you will choose will depend on the noun. Is it a living being or a non-living being? If the noun is a living being, you would say гарного, синього. If the noun is a non-living being, you would choose гарний and синій. So, as you can see, when it comes to Ukrainian adjectives, it's a little bit confusing. But it should not stop us from learning the Ukrainian language, right? I hope this information was useful for you today. In the next video, we are going to discuss superlative and comparative adjectives in the Ukrainian language. And that's it for now. Have a nice day and see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you are new to my channel, check out my other videos as well. I post grammar lessons, short stories in Ukrainian, vocabulary videos, listening tests, games, and more. Check out my shorts as well. There, I post Ukrainian word of the day videos with short analysis of a chosen word with examples. And my favorite format, Ukrainian Song of the Day, where I choose part of a song's lyrics, translate it for you, and select the vocabulary you might find useful. If you like music, I hope you can find some nice Ukrainian songs there as well. To get flashcards to my vocabulary videos, as well as additional materials to my videos, you can subscribe to my Telegram channel. You'll find the link in the description. Everything is available for free. Soon, there will be even more interesting videos for Ukrainian learners. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Have a nice day and see you in the next video.